Hey y'all, so let's talk about the astrology and energy for the week of February the 16th. Y'all, this is a very important week of what's happening in the cosmos. We are having some very rare and history making astrology that is going to occur. On Tuesday the 17th, we have a solar eclipse in Aquarius. It is the first solar eclipse that we've seen in Aquarius for some times, and this one will be conjoined to like the North Node. The last time we had a North Node Aquarius eclipse was 2008, 2009. If you think back to those years, that was when we were dealing with the housing market collapse in the United States. A lot of companies were starting to move overseas, and a lot of people were without jobs, kind of like now, having a hard time finding jobs. So these are some of the themes that you may see. A good rule of thumb is to take a look to see where Aquarius and Leo are in your chart, because these eclipses will activate as of Tuesday, and the eclipse series will go for 2 years. So these are stories that will unfold starting now in 2026 until March of 2028. And I wouldn't say March of 2028 is where it ends. That's just when we have the last eclipse. But eclipse stories tend to unfold in a time of about 6 months to a year or more. So we are looking at some new things that will be coming up for us. And eclipses, they change the energy cycles around us. So this week is really important. Right along with that eclipse, we have a Saturn Neptune conjunction, and this is quite rare. We don't see a Saturn Neptune conjunction every year, not even every decade. The last time we had Saturn and Neptune conjoined was in the year of 1989. And during that time, we witnessed the collapse of the Berlin Wall, literal, like, because it was in Capricorn, which is still cardinal like Aries. We literally seen the collapse of systems falling, and the redefining what borders were in the world for us. But this time, Saturn and Neptune are joining in Aries. And it's been quite some time. It doesn't happen every decade. And this is going to happen on Friday the 20th. The thing about this transit, it is also occurring at 0 degrees of Aries, which is the degree for the spring equinox. It is that degree marks the what we would consider the astrological new year. Another thing that's also happening is Lunar New Year's, and a lot of cultures in the world are celebrating Lunar New Year, which will mark a true new beginning. The thing about Saturn Neptune transits, they usually mark the start of something big, something life changing, something history changing. The last time we saw a big Saturn transit was in 2020, when Saturn and Pluto came together in the sign of Capricorn, and we saw the pandemic and everything that was happening with COVID. And by the time we got to March, we had a very clear picture of what we were dealing with. So similar to that, I think this week, month of February, we will start to see we know some things that need attention, but we will see what we immediately need to focus our fight on. And probably by April, May, we will know exactly how serious and have more of a kind of like more centralized information of where we should start. Because I know a lot of people are like, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. And I know a lot of people get on this app and they like to say every astrology transit is major. This week, that is true. A lot of people like to make up stuff, but this week we really do have life-changing astrology that will be happening. So make sure you take a look at where Aquarius and Leo are in your natal chart, and also Libra and Aries, because those run on the same axis, and that is where we are likely to see where this all will play a part in our individual lives as well as our collective lives.